Alright, so we are back, kind of in the middle of where we thought we were recording. We thought we were recording, but we weren't recording. Very tragic. We had started our war with, against Siam to try and get some of this dirt, and, this will be a shorter episode, to say the least. And so we're currently fighting Siam, and we're also fighting the US, so this is kind of a bit of a big war. We made a few mistakes in terms of, what we were doing and, demands, because the war leader is France and we can't land France, so we might not even be able to get our primary war goal of transfer Chiang Mai, but we'll see. We also passed, very importantly, laissez-faire, which allowed us to, we just are now making a ton of money from the investment pool transfer, $500,000, and so this is allowing us to you know, just really ramp up construction. We ramped it up from like 500 at the start of the episode, now it's like close to 900. And we're ramping it up even more, I think, right now. And so things are going pretty good as a result of that. In terms of other laws we want to pass, we kind of just want to chill for a little bit. We really want to get the Industrialists powerful, but I don't know how to do that here, because we've been promoting them for a while and building all industry, and it's still not budging them. I'm guessing we need to do different laws and other reforms to try and pass that. I think we'll go for multiculturalism. The thing is, we don't really need the migration, and the authority is quite nice, so actually I think we'll hold off for a minute on that, and kind of just look around. Really nothing worth getting. Definitely don't want to move away from censorship. I think we are going to say pretty repressive, actually, and maybe perhaps not go for the Caretaker achievement, but we are going for the Western Protectorate achievement as well as just a world conquest. In terms of what we're doing, things are progressing quite nicely along here. Yeah, I'm a little flustered because I thought I was recording for like the past 30 minutes, but I was not, which was a little bit of a bummer. But, you know, things are progressing quite nicely. Like last episode, I think, as long as I'm not confusing it with the past 30 minutes, you know, we had kind of started the industrialization, and now we're cranking it into high gear here. Although we do have to make a lot of our own inputs because there's just not enough people to import from for inputs, so it's a little bit rough. What is softwood is expensive. That is not ideal. But we will try and import it. We're running out of convoys, it looks like. Alright, we were researching that, and so now we'll research shell gun. And I'm kind of wanting to make a line towards ironclads and steamers. I think that'll be quite helpful. Ooh, what is this? Well, I guess we bit off a little bit more than we can shoot. We want to make these construction goods cheaper, so we won't be paying as much. And so, yeah, dipping the iron and the wood down is going to be important. I think we'll just add... We kind of have a bunch of wood in the queue, but... and some iron in the queue. But let's just add more where we have a lot of peasants. On both of these. North German Federation's protective of us. Why, thank you. And so this should bring down our construction costs quite a bit, because we ramped up construction quite a bit. This is going in the right direction. Tua. Or Papua, rather. Baking powder is going to be nice. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get France below 0, so we might just have to white peace this war. We really would like to get our primary war goal of Chiang Mai. But we have to land them to keep depleting them, and I think they just have to hold out against us. Oh, no. They aren't holding our capital, so they can't bleed us out either. So we will try and just get our main war goal of Chiang Mai, which we shouldn't have added these other war goals of recognition and liberate Johor, because these ones require that we take their capital. You know, I don't like the current system as it stands because it's not always transparent when you're adding the war goals. How, like, annoying it's going to make it. Because if we just had Liberate Siam and transfer Chiang Mai, then we would very easily enforce both of those. And now we can't enforce either one of those as a result of kind of how things have gone. U.S. should just wipe peace out here. Yeah. Faith knows no borders. I think I'm fine with that. Log on, sure, why not? Probably just populating there. But now... So we probably just have to wait to support this. Or we'll just never be able to. Yeah, not ideal. We're going to see if we can full occupy Siam, though, and then depending on how that goes. And try and get that through. If we get that landing, we should be able to make some progress here. But also, just bleeding out France is not the worst thing we could be doing with our time and money. Because if we keep these great powers down quite a bit, which I think we're doing a pretty good job of, you know, they're going to be easier to take on later. But France is the strongest, so in terms of, like, who's the best to bleed, they're kind of reasonable. Alright, now we are running a negative. But they haven't taken our capital. Was that the reason for joining from the English? Well, we will just set this to white peace. And they will accept. It's a little bit annoying. Because we did eat the infamy at the start, but what are you going to do? Actually, we should have just kept on going with the war, because we can't put our guys down until we finish this uprising, which is a little bit silly. You know, very classic early Vic 3 experience kind of going on. Let's see what's expensive in our market. I think softwood is... Yeah, softwood... How do we get softwood cheap? Kind of the big question. Let's import from these guys, because we want to kind of get these guys in our market anyways, and we also want to get hardwood from these, I suppose. Oh, the French! You joined the French, secretly. All right, can we get EU in our customs union now? I think we can. Yes, very nice. And we want to get you as well. But we have a cooldown on you. Okay. And then, how close are you to Trib? You'll just barely be there. Perfect. We love to see it. And then we probably want to vassalize them, because they are defending the borders. Oh, not anymore. So in general, it's, if someone's defending the borders, it is going to be much harder to do this kind of thing where you pay them money, you get them in the customs union, and then you just ask them to kindly become a tributary. So we will be able to do that with 3 of these, and once they're tributaries, then we will damage relations with them and then integrate them. So I guess our next war might be to open the Japanese shogunates thing, except we want to acquire a lot of infamy, so maybe we just integrate Korea or Joseon. I do not know the pronunciation for this at all. Looks like our efforts at reducing this have been successful. A little bit. Probably want to reduce it a bit more. No, it hasn't been successful. We are just not full going at our construction anymore, so we will work at it some more. Oh, you have a different problem. You don't. Yes, lost a lot of convoys in that war. And yeah, we're back at eating some negatives. But that's okay. Yeah, really wish we could put our guys down, but we can't. What are we researching right now? Shellgun? I think we want to research percussion cap instead. Yeah, let's do percussion cap instead. I don't know. Well, Shogun's almost done. Well, no, we want percussion cap though. We just want to fiddle around and never research anything. Alright, we are going to need more... Not that. Although that one occurred. suspect they just kind of give up here. Do we have another general die? It looks like we might have had another big general die. Big poppy? Nope, maybe not. Yeah, there's our kind of other big guy. Expecting them to just kind of back down here, and then we can open up their market here for the Japanese Shogunate. And then, because it's kind of a long-term play to get them. Russia, come on, my guy. Alright. Fair enough. We can demand recognition from Russia, because we can actually push into them. Although it will kind of take us a while to push all the way. So maybe that's not how we want to do things. Not sure. Let's take a look at their navy. Maybe we can actually land Russia specifically. They only have 121 flotillas, and we have 52. Maybe we get it through. I think we're importing a lot of stuff from them, so this is going to kind of freak out our market a bit. So let's take a look here. We might be importing weapons from them. Let's take a look. Well, I think it's quicker to look in the Russian market. We'll stop this because it's not productive. You're inputting wood, fabric, hardwood, exporting fertilizer, exporting man o' wars. So we'll quit these routes, or the small arms route. Oh, this is a shame. Alright, we will try and force recognition now. And we will also raise our conscripts in the territories where they actually have weapons. Do we have any... I think this will tell us we have flotillas in reserve. We do. Modern sewage is kind of nice. We'll promote you. That way you can use the flotillas that are in reserve. This is quite a big number here. I think we can kind of kick up construction some more even. But maybe not. We're sorting by peasants, right? Yeah. What is this? Oh, their flag changed. Oh, we probably should have taken more from Russia. Let's just take a quick load so we can actually take more from Russia. I wasn't paying close enough attention. This war is going to go through. We are going to have to re-add all that construction queues we just added, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Man, loads are so fast as long as you're not... Yeah, okay. What other war goals can we do? Liberate Perm. I guess that's not terrible. Transferring Finland is appealing, because I think this war goes through. Because then I will have a front on this other side, and kind of an interest in there as well. Yeah, let's do that. Because I'm pretty confident this war goes through. And then now I will add a bunch of construction centers based on where there are a lot of peasants. Kind of just... Cool. You will need some more rails. And I think we activated the conscripts in... Yeah, we did. Let's take a look at Eastern Hubei. And do some of this. So what are we running a shortage of? Small arms? I think we will have to import small arms then. Yeah. Didn't want to have to do it, but we'll import from the North Germans. We are slowly making progress here. We are going to try immediately to land them though. Mahjong will raid the convoys over here. And you are going to try and naval invade as close to Moscow as possible. I guess we'll start here in Lithuania. We'll do it with the small guy at first. And we are ready for this to be kind of a long, drag-out fighting affair. This war will probably end. We'll probably end the session before we conclude this war, but I think to the end of really ramping up this war, we're going to need a little bit more military, and so we're going to do some of this. All right. That should work out pretty well for us. Looks like our leader might have changed. Yeah, he's a bandit now. Okay, cool. We will be able to add attacks. Feels good. I think so. I think that's what happened. Yeah, we're still doing all the other things we wanted to be doing. Wow, why are we dropping so fast? What the hell? Enemy controls the war goals. What? I mean, oh, this? Okay, I guess. Oh, it works. We get the front here. Okay. We're gonna send this guy to that front. Which is going to slow down our progress here, but now this guy... No, we will just keep doing what he's doing. I think maybe we activate more conscripts here. Because we are on a little bit of a timer. Man, this is spiking all around. Fine, I suppose. Oh, I guess the investment pool built up and now it's depleting. Fair enough. Got an obligation for Argentina. I think that means we can pull them into our thing now. Except they're wary, so I guess probably not. We will absolve them to make them friendly. Or amicable. This should push pretty quick here, actually. Towards the capital. And we want this to push as well. We are decaying a lot faster than we'd like. Probably need more motors. Would be my guess. For engines. And steel probably too. Let's see, what else is expensive in the market? Coffee, small arms, cannons. Well, I think we should probably expand the military then, right? That's not productive, this new wars. Wow, how's this only got 4? I mean, we can re-land in another spot too. Small guy. not as well as we'd like. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. See if we got any in the North China HQ that we particularly like. You're pretty good. Oh, and you're the one navally invaded? We will promote you then, I guess. One of us don't like the ideology, but it's fine. Oh, they moved guys off this front. They must be struggling here. Or they're trying to match us in some spots. Don't have the war goal though. Maybe we should have navally invaded in Korea. Oh well. It is what it is. So now we get munitions plants. And we can go into rifling, I suppose. And then go into ironclads. And we get a new front here. Oh, nope, it failed. Did it? So you're supposed to be on this front. Interesting. I think we get sloughed off of it first. Maybe not. So we cannot use Sege. I want to use kind of a small person. Magong is not that big. Definitely don't want to get enforced on here. Well, and we need to add to our construction queue. Let's see if we can build coffee anywhere. We doesn't look like it, but we can probably just build replacement goods, and that'll be okay. Naval invasion should go well. Bread butter pallets, we love them. Well, kind of like that. We would not mind seeing them lose an election. Although we'd probably get less legitimacy if it's like split closer to 50-50, so that's something to be concerned about, I guess. Got the two fronts in Russia. Trying to add another one here in Korea. Slow pushing there. Devout scandal, oh no. He's a 3-ocrat, we're gonna make him stand down. And this front just collapses them instantly. So we should stop getting so much decay. Yeah, we should have just done that from the start, oh well. Our bad on that one. Let's move some of these guys over to these other fronts. Getting close to the capital in Russia. So we might get a recognition here. I think we're going to try and land Lagong down here in Crimea or wherever. Or as close to the capital as we can versus Russia. Good, we will start incorporating them. They are of East Chinese or East Asian descent. Continental Association still gets a lot. It is what it is. Definitely struggling to get these guys into power, or any kind of power, really. Just gonna move one of these big guys. I guess a different big guy. To this front. Continue on our merry way. We have a lot of auto construction going and building stuff that's a little rural, which isn't exactly what we're going for. But certainly isn't too far off, so we're gonna just delete that one and add 10 here, and then we're gonna take a look. Yeah, we have the infrastructure to support this, and then we will auto-expand. And let's see. Just making a quick glance through the prices, I think we can bring down clothing. While we do it here. Not quite have 30s, so we will need a rail here. I think we can use some of the military from there. Certainly need to fix their PMs in just a minute. Oh, well, let's fix these PMs now, actually. Good rifling, which is nice. So smooth bores, no, but rifling should be a yes. Yeah. Oh, we weren't paying attention to that. Alright, well, fair enough. Definitely want that coming through, and now that we have all the tier 2 tech, we can go ironclad and generate crates. And then, well, I guess actually the main reason we wanted this is so we could actually land someone, so we could enforce, but we're already landing them, so perhaps we don't need it as bad as we thought we did. And let's take a look at society tech, because I really want to get this industrialist going. So, do we have most of the level 2s? We do not have... Let's get a little bit of this. Work on the tier 2s and then get publicly traded, because maybe that's how we have to get the industrialists in power. This is just a bit of a theory, but would make sense to me. Let's see, will you accept... Ah, you're pretty close, so we'll just keep working you, I guess. Do have a bunch more authority. I'm not entirely sure where it came from, but more than happy to institute another one of those. And then take a look down here, because we want to pay a little bit more closer attention. Cautious. Now you're cooperative. Wow, that's good timing. So we're going to pull you into our customs union, and you... We have to be at peace to make you a tributary. We have to be... Just take a quick look here. Oh, yeah, we're barely... That's why they got cooperative. It's because we just barely got in there. I suppose we'll just keep bankrolling so we don't forget. Making these guys a little bit stronger isn't a bad thing. But we will start bankrolling you as well. Which is a bit of an expensive bankroll, at least for us. Russia, are you willing to, well, you're willing to accept the enforcement of everything. Oh, except for Annex Chosen. But I already got this. Interesting. Alright, so we are now recognized. Oh, we're not even the #1 great power. France is #1. There's no way. No way, my guy. Let's wait for Monday. We have... Well, I guess you have more prestige than us. And there's Finland. Nice, good-looking Finland. So that's being adjacent to Sweden, it'll be easier to get these guys into our market and kind of have a nice situation there. And also, let's take a look. How expensive is this? It's not too bad. We'll just start Sweden off. And then we will see about pulling guys into our market maybe next episode. So, this episode, we had a couple big wars. We had the war against France and USA, and then we had this war against Russia where we got recognition. So now we are a recognized major power, which is going to make things a little bit easier in terms of the infamy front, because we are going to get less infamy from doing a lot of the naughty things we want to be doing. So things are coming along quite nicely for the World Conquest run. We also ramped up construction to like, whoa, what is this? Okay. We also ramped up construction from like 500 to 1K in this episode, or in an interim where I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. And so construction, becoming a great power. Big part of how we got the construction is we are now have a huge investment pool transfer, temporary transfer, off of passing laissez-faire, which is pretty good, because now we have a lot of capitalists relative to, you know, rural guys. Still trying to figure out how exactly we need to get the industrialists powerful. A lot of their power comes from having money, but the problem is like, so before what you could do is you could just build a lot of, you know, industrial buildings, and then they would get rich and they would get powerful. If we take a look, like here, for example, it's privately owned by capitalists, but these capitalists are barely any industrialists. And so while these guys are getting richer, like they're primarily owned by rural folk. I'm not sure if this is a bug or if this is as intended for 1.1, where it's like much harder to get the interest groups you want into particular slots. Like they are overrepresented in terms of the industrialists are overrepresented a little bit here, I think, because they're only 1.6% of total clout, but they're 2% of this interest group. So okay, but how do we get them all to come in more? It's a question for later, I suppose. But yeah, that's how things are going now. We got recognized. You better recognize. And then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm stuff. And if you've been sitting for a while, maybe take a walk. Have a good one.